under it unharmed.
Until it arrives at the slaughterhouse and experiences the exact same fate.
Hi guys, welcome back to the channel.
Welcome back. Today we are responding to an article that was sent to us. Now the article is actually from the Daily Mail, but the story is from Australia.
In fact, it's from our hometown, Melbourne, Victoria.
Yes, so it's an interesting story to say the least.
It is.
I think there's a lot that we can learn from it.
Definitely. So let's have a look at it together.
Yes. And it's also a great lesson in terrible journalism.
Yeah.
Okay? First line.
Breaking news. Okay, the moment a cow pokes her head out the top of a truck as she makes a bold bid for freedom and just avoids being decapitated by an overpass. What a headline.
Yeah.
The breaking news is kind of a bit tacky, isn't it?
Well, it's kind of making light of a very serious situation.
That's what I'm looking for.
Incredibly insensitive. And to be honest with you, you don't know this, but I did scroll to the bottom of the article. I read the comments and there was just kind of outrage and how insensitive this journalist was, and I think that breaking news opening is just kind of the epitome.
Set the tone, didn't it?
Yeah.
So let's take a look at the video footage that this article is based on.
Bro, what the hell is that? It's a cow!
Bro, that can hit the top of the thing, man.
Yeah, I know, I'm waiting for it. Stay closer to it.
Right. So this is a transport truck that is transporting this cow and her friends to a slaughterhouse, a house of slaughter. And in fact, we know there are slaughterhouses in that area.
Yes, that's right. So what's very interesting is that, as you just described, these animals are about to be killed. They're about to be hung upside down by their ankle and their throat's going to be slit and the blood's going to gush everywhere and they're going to
bleed out.
And
then they're going to be chopped up into pieces and then, transported off to wherever they're sold, butcher shops, supermarkets.
Yeah. So their fate is inevitable. They're on their way to their death. Why are these people concerned about the welfare of this animal? Ironically, it's about to, be decapitated. Well, that's exactly what's going to happen to him or her.
When it arrives at its destination, the house of slaughter.
It's the same thing. It's just one's happening potentially was going to happen in public on a highway.
Yeah.
And the other is behind closed doors.
Yeah. What it is it's the innate compassion of these men coming through. Because, we see the beautiful animal and because we're normally just seeing that plastic wrapped body part, dismembered body part, that's it. Or, the final product on our plate if we go to a restaurant or what have you. But we rarely, if ever, see the beautiful animal itself.
Yeah,
because
and they were showing compassion. They were like, God, and that just shows that we all do care innately. Yeah. There's something inside that says, oh no, don't hurt that animal. Oh no, they're about to be decapitated. Yeah. Oh no.
Yeah. Didn't you have a story yourself, like with your family driving along one day in the car, seeing a transport truck?
Yes, actually. Yeah. Digging back in the memory, I remember being a kid, and as you said, we were driving with my family next to a truck. I think it was full of sheep. And I remember looking at the sheep through the
grills, the grates.
And I remember saying out loud something like, oh, poor sheep, or oh, look at the sheep, or whatever.
Just like these men with the cow.
Yeah, and I don't know if I knew that they were going to be slaughtered. I don't think I knew that. I was just like, oh, sheep. And I'm pretty sure my dad said something like, yeah, that's what we eat. And it was like, no, don't say that. But it was just weird, like this disconnect. I was compassionate, but don't tell me the truth. But I still obviously continued eating meat. So
it's very interesting, isn't it?
It's very conflicting, I think, when you see those trucks.
And that's why the industry purposefully keeps these animals out of sight.
Yes.
You know, this is a rare occurrence where an animal has broken free within the truck and poked its head out the top. And normally, you know, as you say, there are just those grills where, you know, if you're passing close enough, you can see. But if from a distance, you wouldn't be able to see into it.
So the top must have been, the top of the truck must have been open in this case, I'm assuming, for the cow to... Anyway, so the article...
The other thing I thought was that they might have tried to break free, like they may have, you know, knocked a latch loose or what have you, because they can smell... you know, the
fear, and like they're very intuitive. Animals are very intuitive.
Yeah, because those same trucks have been used to transport their friends before them. And so, you know, that fear and the smell, I guess, of
where they've come from, then maybe there was some blood on the truck, who knows, but they're scared.
They know they're not going to a good place.
No, they're not.
They're intuitive in that way. You know, that's why when you pass them, you often see their eyes are, you know, wide open with fear.
Yeah, sometimes they're crying. You know, they're fully aware that this is not good. So this article went on to motorists were treated to an adorable sight.
Oh, again, how insensitive.
How disgusting. How is this an adorable sight? And is it a treat to see an animal, you know, being transported to a slaughterhouse and almost decapitated on the freeway?
Yeah, I mean, in when they arrive at their destination, had the men got into the slaughterhouse and filmed the actual decapitation of that animal, and then they've shared it with the media, would then people have been treated to that footage?
Would that be an adorable sight?
Yeah.
The hilarious video shows the farm animal looking around in confusion.
Wow. And
it's awful.
Again, this is where the media comes in and basically desensitizes and downplays everything so that it becomes a joke. It becomes something amusing, something comical, something adorable, further distancing ourselves from the reality of how the animals that we eat end up on our plates.
Oh. Their surprise soon turns to concern as they worry the animal will be hit by a barrier over the road ahead. So again, why are we concerned about animals if we have no problem sending them, well, paying for them to be slaughtered and ending up as our food?
Exactly.
You know?
Fortunately, the obstacle is high enough and the cow passes under it unharmed.
Until it arrives at the slaughterhouse and experiences the exact same fate. It's going to be decapitated and end up as somebody's dinner.
Is that fortunate or unfortunate in the slaughterhouse, you know? Like if...
The cow is believed to have arrived at its destination without injury. They don't say what its destination is. Its destination is a slaughterhouse, and without injury...
About to get a bolt gun to the head and a knife to the throat. And...
You know, but the concern of the journalist, without injury. He or she is suffering every single day of their life since they were born, and it's about to end horrifically. That's it. We get to the end of it. So... Yeah.
Again, it just, to recap, it shows us our innate compassion.
Yes.
The disconnect that we're relieved that it's unharmed, but then we don't think about the fact that it's going to be harmed in the most egregious way when it arrives at its destination. The media, again, desensitizing us with the use of language and what have you. And also, I was thinking, these transport trucks, if we replace those cows, or the pigs, or the chickens with dogs...
Yep. Totally different story. Just replace the animal. You know, and we have to remember that these are living, feeling beings, as we've kind of discussed already, but you know, it's a he, it's a she, it's a group of living beings that we just need to realize they matter. Their lives count. It's not just things in a truck.
No, they're all individuals.
Yeah.
You know, just like our companion animals, our dogs and our cats. Also, I was thinking, you know, the lengths that industry goes to keep these animals out of sight. So, you know, these factory farms and houses of slaughter, they're all very well secured and away from, you know, where people tend to live. It reminds me, we recently did a podcast with Tal Gilboa, animal liberation activist from Israel, and she was saying that they're now, you know, growing trees, hedges of trees around these facilities so that people don't even know that they're there.
They can't see them.
Fortunately, our friend Chris Delforce is making Dominion, which will be released in 2018, which is going to blow the lid on the animal agriculture industry in Australia.
Yes.
He already made Lucent, which showed us the inside of piggeries across Australia, and now it's going to be a full expose of the entire animal agriculture industry.
Yeah, and this is so important because if people are feeling compassion or any kind of reaction to watching this video and the welfare of this cow on the way to the slaughterhouse, then a documentary like Dominion is really going to tap into the feelings that people already have and just make them think a little bit more, make some changes, make the connection. It's so needed, isn't it? Yeah.
Let us know what you think about this article and the video and the men's response and the journalism. Let us know in the comments below.
Thank you so much for watching this video, guys. Don't forget to give it a thumbs up and please share it around just to raise some awareness, to get people thinking, and maybe so they can reflect on the times that they have been in the situation of driving along and seeing one of these transport trucks.
Yeah, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already.
And make sure you ding the bell and check the box so you're notified every time we upload a new video.
And remember until next time that going vegan is not the most we can do.
It's the least we can do. See you next video.
Bye guys.